This lecture is one of the most important lectures in the whole Sql tutorials altogether, because it's the most core, most important lecture that you need to digest before going to the advanced level of the SQL. It's kind of the bridge between the starting level of the SQL and the advanced level of SQL. If you have this gap and if you don't know this about how to use the inner joins and the left joins and right and the full outer joins, you are gonna be lost in the advanced level. So it's important to grasp, to digest really good this part of the SQL, in order to have the good basement of the SQL. So this is all about the where I have been struggling a lot to understand this part, and I will introduce you only the inner and left joins. These are the most important joins. We have added one more table here, because I will need to use the different tables in order to join the different tables, the different values in the different tables. We are already working with the different realities, different tables within the schema. So let's go. I would love to introduce first to the new table that we have added. So it's the project table, from everything from company.project. So we have this, imagine you are in the little startup company, creating the digital products. Within that there's a health app, the data platform, the charting, and so on. There's a budget. So your manager has told, I would love to see which employees are working on what kind of projects. What you're gonna do, you're gonna join two tables. You will have the keys to join that tables. For instance, what could be the key? The employee ID is a key, and in employee we should see something related to that one. So it could be a ID. It is definitely ID because I've checked beforehand. You will also check to do the same, select from everything, and you will also use the corresponding column in order to do that. So we don't need everything from here. It's only the certain columns. We will need the ID column from the columns, the probably also employee name. We will need also the, yeah, that's enough for now, and also the name of the project name, and let's say also the budget. Alright, we have selected everything from the project, but there are not all of them in the project. That's why what we're gonna do then, as a next step, we are going to first of all make the distinction between the different commands of the SQL. So we are selecting here, we are indicating where we are gonna get it, and then we are saying join a new table. So it's going to be the table name is going to be the employee. And what we're gonna do next, let's don't forget to write the company.employee. We're joining an employee, and then we need to say how we are gonna join and what is the key for joining it. Now that we have an ID for the employee, and for other one is employee ID, correct? But wait a minute, how it's gonna understand where's the ID and where's the employee ID? That's why we need to give the alias as A, and this one is gonna be as B. So that's why we are going to write here B dot and A dot. And let's run what's going on here. We forgot also which kind of an inner join we would love. We would love the inner join. And I will show you what's the inner join. So we have the ID, the name of the worker, and the and the project and the budget. Usually you don't have to write the inner join here to get the result, because usually you have already inner join as a default. And what if here's a mistake that I used to do a lot. What if one of the workers in other company in the company is not associated to any of these projects? How are we gonna capture that? That's why we went to the left or right join. So in our case, always take the table that is bigger that you are interested on the left hand. On the right hand, take the table that you are joining. So in this case, it's not correct to leave this project here and this here, because when we are gonna do left join, we're gonna have again the same result as we had with the inner join. When it comes to right join, we will have the different results. As you see that in the right join, we're gonna have like 11 employee Karim Hikal doesn't have any project to do. Most of the workers doesn't have any project to do, so you need to allocate that resources. First, the distinction. Let me do the copy and paste. This one is correct, but it's not practical. What is practical? Let me show you. The practical one is this one. You're gonna change the places. Instead of the project, you're gonna write employee. Instead of the project, here you're gonna employee, you're gonna write project. It's gonna be B and A. They have switched the places, so let's switch places as well. Now let's run it. It's right join again. That's why we are getting the inner join result. Yes, this is basically the same that we had before with the right join, but using the left join. This is the practical way. This is the best practice that most of the data analysts are using, because make sure that you first try the left join, because there might always be some null values that you are missing. With the left join, you will not miss null values, and you'll be aware of the missing values. Thank you very much for following the lecture. If you found this lecture interesting, valuable, if this lecture has solved a problem that you had, if this lecture contributed to your work or to your studies, please let me know in the comments, and leave the like, share with your friends or family or workers or colleagues, and don't forget to subscribe. This is the only way how I understand whether I created the material that helped you or not. It's very important for me to know whether I'm contributed to you, to my subscribers or not. Have a nice one. Bye. See you next time.